This is your favorite neighborhood cat, 9 Life Ginger, and today I'm going to review the new Spider-Man movie that came out. Spider-Man No Way Home. Before I get into the video, I can't stress this enough. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I've been grinding out videos left and right lately on this platform that we call YouTube. And I've been having a blast, but a lot of the people who are viewing the videos aren't subbing. So make sure to subscribe if you like the content you're seeing. Also, major spoilers are ahead if you haven't seen the movie yet. So if that's the case, I would click off the video because I don't want to spoil anything for people who are watching. Well, enough said, let's dive into this beautiful masterpiece of a video. Spider-Man No Way Home came out on December 17th of 2021. I didn't get to see the movie right away because COVID was pretty bad at the time, dudes. I wanted to see it right away, but due to COVID, I ended up seeing it a few weeks after it came out. For the record, I was surprised that I didn't see many spoilers out there in social media, especially Twitter. Twitter is the only social media platform I'm on these days, and sometimes Instagram, but I rarely post on there. I guess there is some hidden and unspoken rule that after 2 weeks have gone by, you're allowed to spoil this movie as much as you wanted, because that was definitely the case. I was like, screw COVID, I'll just be really careful when I go out and see the movie. I ended up seeing the movie with my brother, which when he went with me, it was the second time. I'm going to give a shout out to my brother, by the way. His Twitter will be in a link in the description down below. The movie started off how the second movie ended, with Mysterio revealing Spider-Man's identity. So now the whole world knows that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Basically, he has to move out to Happy's because everyone knows where he lives now, which is pretty unlucky. They are all trying to get into college now, which makes sense because I'm pretty sure the actors who play the main characters are all in their mid-20s. It's just not a good look to keep them in high school, if you ask me. I only know the actor who plays Ned's age. I mean, he's the reason we all went out of our way to see the movie, right? It's definitely Ned and nobody else. He's like 26 in real life, so to keep playing a high school kid movie after movie, it becomes more obvious these guys are all older than 16-year-olds. But yeah, they all are trying to go to college, Peter, MJ, and Ned, but I keep getting denied because Peter is Spider-Man and MJ and Ned are associated with him. Oh yeah, everyone thinks Spider-Man's a villain in this movie. Almost everyone except Ned, MJ, Aunt May, Happy, and a few others, pretty much. They just keep getting denied college over and over, which Peter begins to feel very frustrated about this because his friends, Ned and MJ, didn't really do anything wrong, and the only reason why they aren't getting in is because they're associated with them. Peter ends up getting the idea to see Doctor Strange to help him out. He got the idea from Halloween decoration in the coffee shop MJ works at, which is kind of silly, not gonna lie, but they had to get Peter to remember Doctor Strange somehow. So Peter ends up meeting up with Doctor Strange, and they eventually do a spell that accidentally brings everyone who knows Spider-Man to the universe from other universes. I just realized, what am I doing? I don't have to summarize the whole movie at this rate. This will just be an hour video if I do so. And if you're still viewing this, I'm pretty sure you've all seen the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. My favorite part of the movie was honestly being able to see Ned again. He's my favorite character, and I don't really know why. He's a dork and a meme at this point, but every time I see him on screen, I can't help but laugh. Even in very serious situations sometimes. I really enjoyed seeing Doc Ock again as well. He has to be one of my favorite villains from all the Spider-Man movies so far. He's just great. He makes me laugh a lot as well. Especially in this movie, they gave him some very funny lines. His interactions with Norman Osborn early on made me laugh as well. I loved the fighting scene where he was first introduced that happened between him and Spider-Man. Just hearing the "Hello, Peter" line gave me chills. He delivered it very well. I also loved the heroic arc they gave him in this movie. For most of the movie, he was a good guy, which was good to see in my opinion. Willem Dafoe, who plays the Green Goblin, did an amazing job as well. I love the line they reused from pretty much 20 years ago. You know, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. It was hilarious, and I was happy to see it used again. The facial expressions, as well, the Green Goblin was making throughout this movie were just great. It gave me some pretty strong Jim Carrey vibes. He just did an amazing job as his role of the Green Goblin again. I think he did a perfect job playing him again. I also like Jamie Foxx's Electro. I'll be honest, I liked his design way better in this movie than the movie that came out 8 years ago. They did Jamie Foxx wrong in that movie design-wise. I feel like they did an amazing job not having Green Goblin or Doc Ock overshadow Electro. Electro played a great role in this movie as a villain. I think he was definitely one of the better villains in this movie, after Doc Ock and Green Goblin, of course. Overall, just seeing all the villains back was great. It definitely gives you a strong but good nostalgia feeling seeing them all back again and together. Just them interacting with each other, especially the villains from different universes. That was amazing and hilarious. Also, how can I forget Toby and Andrew both made appearances as well. This could have easily gone wrong, but I think both past Spider-Mans, they did pretty good jobs in their appearances. I'm just happy it wasn't a 1-minute thing and they were gone for the rest of the movie. That would have sucked, to be honest. I really wanted to see them as long as we could, and they were in half of the movie. That's just a big W in my opinion. This movie wasn't all happiness and sunshine though, believe me. It was very sad to see Aunt May die, and it was sad to see everyone forget who Peter Parker was in the end. I think the second thing I just mentioned is low-key a good thing in disguise, especially for the franchise. The movie ending that way is great because just imagine the movie ending with a typical happy ending. The fourth Spider-Man movie needed a good plot, and now they got one. I'm more tempted to go out and see the fourth movie right away because I want everyone to remember who Peter Parker is. If it ended all happily, of course, I would still go out and see the movie, but I would think the plot probably wouldn't have been as good. This movie wasn't perfect though, and there were some things I noticed that felt a little forced. For an example, when Peter captured Electro, the way Sandman turned against Peter very quickly felt a little bit forced. He didn't even give Peter the chance to explain why he had to capture Electro. It would have been cool to see a Sandman heroic arc in this movie, but we didn't get to see that. It just felt a little bit forced in my opinion. The other thing I noticed in this movie is something about the ending, and I'm not sure if anyone else noticed this too. After Doctor Strange creates a spell to make it so everyone forgets who Peter Parker is, Ned and MJ are last shown just standing where they were when they said their last goodbye to Peter Parker. I just felt like, wouldn't they have been confused how they got there and why there was a lot of destruction around them? It felt like they went on like it was pretty much nothing. Maybe I'm thinking about it a little bit too much, but I did think it was a little strange. There's probably more to nitpick, but honestly, I can't think of anything else as of now. The movie was pretty great. There's a lot of action, enough serious moments, great interactions between the characters, and the comedy was great as well. I want to compare this movie to all the other Spider-Man movies, but I feel like I should just do that for another video. Instead, I'll just give this film an individual score. Before I give it a score, I want to know what you all think. Leave a comment down below the score that you would give this film out of 10. Honestly, I think I might give this film a 9 out of 10. Maybe that is too high and it'll go down as time goes, but I honestly really love the film. If you didn't watch the film, but you watched my video instead, I'm happy and disappointed in you at the same time. I warned you there would be spoilers, but you still watched, so thank you. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. YouTube is honestly a grind. If you don't have a YouTube channel, let me just explain what I mean by that. Just imagine creating a fresh YouTube channel. Nobody follows you or even knows that your YouTube channel exists. You got to get people to subscribe to you and view your videos. Not all the videos you're going to make are going to be a hit when you start off. Most of them are going to be misses, while pretty much all of them are going to be misses. Eventually, you'll get that one hit on YouTube, which I haven't gotten yet, and you'll start to take off a bit. You can't keep creating the same content and hoping it's going to work if it didn't work. You got to test the waters out a bit, which I'm starting to do. If you expect to blow up right away, well, that's not going to happen. I've been grinding and putting videos out every day, and just recently I'm trying to make different content. It's hard, dude, but you don't give up. That's just a little speech from my perspective on what YouTube is like, and for those who have been grinding even more than me and haven't gained much traction. That's why I'm always telling you all to leave a like and subscribe. It motivates small YouTubers like me to keep going. Will I get big one day? I don't know. Probably not, dude. But if I gave up right now and this was my final video ever, I'm not going to become a big YouTuber. Honestly, I can make a whole video on this topic alone, but you came here for the Spider-Man movie review. If you're still actually listening, I assume most of you clicked off the video by now, but make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and even share with your friends if you'd like. I honestly hope you're all having a great day, and I sincerely mean that. It's good to feel happy, and I hope you all are. I may take a little break, 3 to 4 day break, but new videos should be out, as always, very soon. Peace out, everyone. For those who are listening still, thank you all for the support.